What if I told you, giant, hairy elephants once walked the earth, and then suddenly, they were gone. No warning, no goodbye, just extinct. I'm talking about the mighty woolly mammoth. So what happened to them? Did they freeze, starve, or did humans have something to do with it? Let's find out. Picture this. It's the Ice Age. The world is cold, covered in snow, and these massive creatures bigger than modern elephants are walking across frozen land like it's no big deal. Thick fur, long curved tusks, built for survival. Honestly, if animals had a winter champion, mammoths would win every year. But here's where things get interesting. The Earth didn't stay frozen forever. Slowly, the climate started to change. The Ice Age began to end. Temperatures rose, ice melted, forests replaced open grasslands. And that's a problem, because mammoths weren't designed for forests. They were like snow specialists suddenly forced to live in a jungle. Imagine wearing a heavy winter jacket in the middle of summer. Yeah, not fun. Their food started disappearing. The wide, grassy plains they loved turned into dense forests. Less food means less survival. But wait, it gets worse. Around the same time, a new creature was spreading across the planet. Humans. Now, early humans weren't superheroes, no machines, no advanced tools like today. But they were smart. Very smart. They worked together, made weapons, and hunted in groups. And to them, a mammoth wasn't just an animal. It was food, clothing, shelter, basically everything. One mammoth could feed a whole group for a long time. So humans hunted them. Not always successfully. Let's be honest, hunting a giant furry tank is not easy. But over time, it added up. Fewer mammoths survived. And here's the thing, when a population gets smaller, it becomes fragile. It's like a group chat. If there are 100 people, it stays active. But if only 3 people are left, it slowly dies. Same with mammoths. Fewer numbers made it harder to find mates, harder to survive harsh conditions, and easier to disappear. But we're still not done. There's another twist. Scientists believe that some mammoths survived much longer than we thought. On a small island called Rangel Island, a group of mammoths lived thousands of years after others went extinct. So why didn't they survive forever? Because isolation has its own problems. When a group is too small and cut off, they start to lose genetic diversity. In simple terms, they become weaker over generations. It's like making copies of copies of copies. Eventually, the quality drops. No dramatic explosion. These island mammoths became smaller, weaker, and more vulnerable. Just a slow fade until nothing was left. One day, they were gone too. Here's the big question. Was it climate change? Was it humans? Or both? Most scientists believe it was a combination. Climate change made life harder. Humans added pressure. Together, it was too much. And that's something we can learn from. Because extinction doesn't always happen in one big moment. Sometimes, it happens little by little. A small change here, a small loss there, until suddenly, it's too late. Think about your own life. Big failures don't usually come from one huge mistake. They come from small habits repeated every day. Skipping one task, delaying one goal, ignoring one opportunity. At first, it feels harmless, but over time, it adds up, just like it did for the mammoths. But here's the good news. The same thing works in reverse. Small positive actions can save you. One step forward, one good habit, one effort, repeated daily, can change everything. Mammoths didn't have the choice to adapt fast enough. But you do. You can learn. You can change. You can grow. So instead of slowly fading like the mammoths, choose to move forward. Even if it's just one small step today. Because history isn't just something we watch. It's something we learn from. And maybe your story doesn't end in extinction. It becomes something stronger,